In this episode, we change out rims, tires, brakes. Come along for the fun. Welcome back to Just Drive It with Stephen Holtz. I've got a few extra helpers here. I've got Ian behind the camera, Judah off to the side, and we got Maddie, of course, our faithful guard dog, to interrupt anytime she darn well pleases. What we're going to do is I swapped out the tires on this car the other day, and actually the rims and tires, so I could go get new tires on this. I've got registration on it, insurance on it. So brake parts are in. We got brake drums. There's another drum over there.
And something fell.
Brake clean.
Yep.
Hardware kits. Brake pads or brake shoes. What I'm going to end up doing, we'll let y'all tag along with us. I'm going to go to the back of the car. We're going to change out the brakes. Going to have some time lapse with some of that stuff. But we're going to change out the brakes, put the actual tires that are supposed to be there back on there. But before we put the tires on, we're going to replace the drums. All the drums were outside of spec for being turned. They needed to be thrown away anyway. So I don't know if you saw my driving video for this car. The front passenger side locked up whenever I tried to hit the brakes on that one. So get that one taken care of. These other ones, get the brakes done. A few other things. I'm hoping to drive this thing here in the next couple of days, actually on the road for the first time. Okay, now you can start to see some of the fun work that we're going to be doing. I put these tires on here with these rims just so that I wouldn't have it sitting on jack stands. There's a little bit of slope to where I'm sitting with this car. What we did is we took the rims off, took them in, got brand new tires. So since this thing is going to be able to be run soon, that'll be cool. You can see where I still need to do sanding and everything else and cleaning up, grinding. Got a few holes here to take care of and right here, but I want to see it go down the road again, and then I'll see to all that kind of stuff. In this case, these are not on here really heavy, but in order to fit the other rims and tires, specifically the 17 inches from off of the SN95 Mustangs, we're talking 2001 when the Bullitt Mustang came out to as late as 2004 when the SN95 run ended. You still had the similar design but a totally different wheel on the 95 up Mustangs. But in order to run them, nice and low, spinning some dirt. In order to run them, you have to run a 1/2 inch adapter here on the back. On the front's a little bit different, but here on the back, it's a 1/2 inch. Now I gotta give it a little bit of extra jack space. There we go. What I ended up doing is, since I have a milling machine to drill the holes and to use a hole saw with, I went down to Supply House. They took a nice big size of round bar stock and cut me off some 1/2 inch pieces. And that was actually cheaper than getting the other ones. These things fit real tight, but you can see where it is here. we'll come back here in a few minutes when I finish taking that off, taking the drum off, and we'll get to the next part. One of my adapters that I put on here. I've got ARP long studs because I'd planned on doing some major racing. As you can tell, these have seen better days. They're outside of spec. And I already got hardware kits in there. And we've got new drums. Gonna clean these up real quick. Got the new drum back on there, adapters back on there. Run the wheel up in here. I'm probably, yep, gonna have to come over here, jack it up a little bit. And that looks like about right. Here we go there. And wish I had my PB Master, but we'll try some of this. Put this thing down, get it, put these things on, get it down, let you see what it looks like on the ground. Now you have to remember that side's going to be a little lower just because of the slope of the terrain here.
Yes, yes.
But nope, it's not it. There we go. Definitely don't have the greatest lighting where we're sitting, especially this late in the day, but it'll come through. All right.
Go flip.
Now you can see what it's going to look like with the rims and tires on there. I went back with a 245 45 17, just like what's on my 2003 Mustang. That way, worst case scenario, if I actually need something in a hurry, I can actually swap them out one between the other and not have to worry about much. But that's the back brakes going on. I may film the front ones, I don't know. We'll see here in a few. Bye-bye.